Hey guys, welcome back to LegitStreetCars. In today's video, I'm probably getting a free Lexus. Yes, a free Lexus. A guy reached out to me and said, if you can get this Lexus started, you can have it. Title, 2 sets of keys and everything. He basically abandoned this thing like a year and a half ago. He doesn't know what's wrong with it. It doesn't start, obviously. So I'm up for the challenge. I agreed. I'm getting a free Lexus if I can get it started. But I got to start this video off, unfortunately, with a quick rant. I just got into the biggest argument with my local U-Haul guy because he wouldn't rent me a trailer because of my pickup truck. So I have an 02 Ford SVT Lightning, and he said no, he'd never heard of this truck and that it wasn't an F-150. I mean, I had to kind of like take a few seconds to soak that in, and I'm like, dude, it's an F-150. It says F-150. The VIN it's an F-150. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain this to you. No, he said it looked too small. I'm like, it's definitely not a Ranger. Maybe you're thinking of a Ranger. And he's like, no. He's like, this doesn't look like a normal F-150. I tried to explain to him. I'm like, listen, it's a performance edition. It's got a big V8, a 6.5-foot bed. It's a normal pickup truck, and it can tow 5,000 pounds. He didn't want to hear it. He's like, no, I've never seen a truck like this before. I'm not renting it to you. This is the guy at U-Haul. He's probably seen, I would hope, every single pickup truck in existence. He's probably renting these things out to people with minivans, but he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. So instead, my buddy Eugene is letting me use his 6-cylinder Toyota 4Runner. And the guy rented it to us in 2 seconds with this 6-cylinder Toyota. But an F-150, the world's longest best-selling truck ever made, nope, can't tow a trailer. So anyway, as you can tell, I got a little flustered there. I tried to be as nice as possible. But I mean, how much explaining can you do to a guy that doesn't believe you actually have an F-150? I don't know. I was so excited to finally be able to tow a car with my own pickup truck. I've never owned a pickup truck in my life. I've actually never even towed a car before in my life, but I'm going all in on this truck lifestyle right now. I'm shopping for a small little camper, and I'm already fully prepared with a new little toy I want to show you guys. And that new toy is a Renegee 40 amp DC to DC charger. And if you guys are into the camper life, RVs, boats, anything that requires an AGM, gel, deep cycle, or even lithium deep cycle batteries to be charged, these chargers from Renegee are the way to go. So a normal car or truck alternator right down there on the Lightning wasn't really designed to be hardwired to multiple batteries for charging. So I went out and bought the 40 amp model, and this has over voltage protection, over temperature protection, reverse polarity protection, and it has 3-stage charging. So you know your battery or batteries are being charged optimally and automatically. It truly is set it and forget it. So this gets installed close to the batteries that you're going to be charging. I rigged up this piece of wood to mimic the inside of the camper. So this is going to go inside of the camper, and you can mount this any which way. So it could be on the wall, it could be on the floor of the camper, and it's very lightweight, very, very sturdy, super quality piece, and the installation is ridiculously easy. So you have your input, power, and ground. So this is coming from your vehicle starter battery, and then you have your output power and ground. This is going to the battery or batteries you're going to charge, and there's a D+ terminal to run an ignition source from your vehicle. So this is only on when your vehicle is running. And one of the best features is it doesn't matter what type of alternator or battery your vehicle has, and it doesn't matter what type of batteries you're trying to charge, this will handle it all. So Renegee is a renewable energy company, and they started in Louisiana, and they've grown really quickly, and they sell the DC to DC chargers, solar panels, inverters, batteries, cables, and much, much more. So if you guys are interested in the DC to DC charger or anything that Renegee has to offer, I'm going to leave you a link in the video description box and in the comments section. You guys are going to love the site, and you're going to love the really smart products even more. All right, anyway, let's hit the road in this Toyota that can easily tow this 2,000-pound U-Haul trailer, because we all know this can't do it. All right, guys, we have made it to the Lexus.
What is going on, guys?
This is Joe.
Hey, this is my 2006 Lexus IS250. So the story behind this car is that it's been sitting for roughly a year now, and you could kind of tell with the flat tires, the body panel's kind of not super lined up.
It's a little rough. It's a little rough, Joe.
A little rusty.
A little rusty. Brakes aren't in the best of shape.
Yeah, let me open it up.
And it was sitting for a while, not here though, right?
No, it was sitting actually at our church parking lot for about 8 months.
Okay.
We started getting some complaints about it sitting there for a while.
I wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. And my sister has this beautiful property, so I asked them to let me leave it here for a little bit, and they said, of course. So
now, like, if we could just push this into the barn right there, this is a barn find. So Joe's actually got a YouTube channel.
Yep.
What is it?
Correct. It's actually my name, Joseph Marcus. So it's JOSEPHMARKUS. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well.
All right, no one's gonna remember that, but I'll link it down below. All right, let's take a look at what we got. So this is what I might be getting myself into if we can get it started. That is the deal. And these are actually pretty nice cars. This one's in a little rough condition. It's definitely been abandoned for a while, but it should clean up. I'm trying to be nice here, Joe. I'm trying to be nice. This is the 6-cylinder, right? These 250s still have the 6?
Yeah.
It's the smaller 6-cylinder, I believe?
That's correct.
Okay, let's see. Batteries under here somewhere. There we go.
I don't think the thing works, the shocks.
The shocks?
Yeah,
okay.
So just heads up.
All right. Now, did you say you did replace the battery at some point?
Yeah, about 3 months ago.
Okay.
I actually replaced it, so it's a fairly brand new battery.
Okay.
And I don't think that was the issue.
Oh, this is crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, but what happens when you turn the key? Does this thing even crank? Does the engine like spin over and at anything? Nothing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, man. I mean, I'm all about working miracles here, but oh, look at this. We got animals living in here.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's put some power to it and see what happens. All right, so we got 2 keys. I just want to say, I mean, the battery's only 3 months old, but yeah, this thing is totally dead, so it might have a current draw. So that's all right. We got a jump pack we can use. All right, so we're going to go get the jump pack, but if I get this car back to the shop, can you say detail video? Can we resurrect this interior? Look at this. I mean, it's pretty cracked up, but we might be able to make a good series out of cleaning up this Lexus. It's got that little bit of rust back there we got to fix, and the bumper is off, and obviously the wheels and the brakes. We got a ton of work to do here, but it's not smashed, so that's good. But it was at some point. Joe, what's the deal with the rebuilt title? You bought it in 2016 with a rebuilt title already?
That's correct, yeah. So I purchased it off a guy from Craigslist, and it did have a rebuilt title, but I drove it for 2 or 3 years, no problems.
Do you know why it had a rebuilt title?
I don't. Honestly, I don't. I had a Toyota Celica before this, and it had a small oil leak, and I didn't know about it. And I was driving one day, and just stopped working. The accelerator pedal would not work anymore, and we popped the hood, and the engine had a hole about this big straight through it.
Joe didn't see my Toyota Camry video where I drain all the oil out.
I did not see
that. Oh, dude, it's impossible to blow up a Toyota engine with no oil. Let me tell you.
Hey, that's why I ended up with this thing.
All right. All right, so we're gonna juice up this AC Delco battery in a Toyota. Oh, we know we got power. We know we got power. Look at that. All right, here we go. Foot on the brake. Key's not detected. We got 2 of them. Is that what it was doing for you, Joe?
It did that, yeah.
The key not detected thing?
Yeah, but that was a newer issue. It did it after I brought it here. So.
Well, that's not good. All right, let's see here. It's got one of these tiny 1632s. I don't have one of those. All right, so this should still work if we hold the key fob here, even with dead batteries. Oh, it did something.
I heard something up here too.
There we go. Okay, check complete. 114,000 miles. Wow, it's not bad. All right. When starting, depress brake pedal. I'm definitely depressing the brake pedal. Come on, dude. You're a Toyota. You have to start. It doesn't think I'm pressing the brake pedal. Let me ask you guys something. Are there brake lights back there?
Nothing.
What about now?
Nope.
All right, well, we might have a stop lamp switch issue. It's very possible. So there's a switch down there. When you hit the brake pedal, a lot of them are just physical switches that you're pushing in with the brake pedal when you hit your foot. And that could be our entire issue. So the car doesn't think we're hitting the brakes and it won't let it start. So I'm gonna get in here. It's a little nasty. Joe, I'm gonna rip on the condition here throughout the whole video.
Go for it.
It looks like this is the stop lamp switch in question. And I believe it's normally closed. And then if we push the pedal down, yeah. So it just could simply be faulty. Joe, you said this thing ran and drove, what, in 2000, like 2 years ago in 2019?
Yeah.
And then once you parked it at the church,
yep.
It still technically started. It was fine, right?
Yeah, I drove it over to the church.
You drove it there. Okay. I mean, it would be weird that a stop lamp switch just goes bad sitting here, but I mean, I've seen weirder things. What I'm going to do first is try and get this connector off. And I can't do that holding the camera, people. All right, I've gotten the connector off, and I have a paper clip and very little instruction here on which ones to jump. So there are 4 wires on this connector, and I want to find the two to jump in. I found some information online, so we're just gonna go ahead and wing it here. I think it's these two terminals. Okay. It still says to hit the brake. You know what, I'm gonna try a bunch of combinations of this pin. If you can just hold this here and just keep on trying to start it. All right, try now.
Now the whole dash is on. Oh.
There we go. Go, go, go.
Can I hold it?
All right, give it a break, give it a break, give it a break. That's good, you can let go.
I let go.
Oh. Okay. Well, at least we know the pins. Nice! It's a stop lamp switch. Awesome. All right, well, for those of you watching right now, if you have an IS250, you got to jump the red and the green wire. The red and the green wire with a paper clip. And you're good to go. You can save yourself 20 bucks for a new stop lamp switch. All right, this thing was cranking pretty slow. I'm thinking maybe we get some cables on here too.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, the fuel's not that old, and it had fuel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
all right, let me permanently install my little jumper. All right, so we want to give this thing a little bit more juice. So we went out and got a 2020 Rubicon. Oh, wait a minute. I got a paper clip, man. I got a paper clip. It should work. All right, here we go, here we go. Come on. Let's go, it's gonna go, it's a Toyota. Oh. No! So close. All right, that hasn't been a minute, but let's do it. I'm too excited.
I wonder if Joe's changing his mind about the car now. What about now?
No changing your mind. If I get it started, that's the deal.
That was the deal.
Now, if you guys are curious, if I get this started and if Joe gives me this car for free, I'm going to fix it up and, of course, donate it to someone in need. So you guys have seen those videos before, and this one might be a little bit more of a challenge to make it sort of nice again. The Lincoln that I gave away was actually already nice, but yeah, if we get this going, we'll be passing it along as soon as I'm done with the project, and someone will get a nice, reliable Toyota. I mean, Lexus. All right, if it starts, hang on. I'm really surprised it's not starting right now. That's all I needed to say. I didn't bring any starting fluid either. It ran for a second.
It did.
And look at my key. The key fob's all the way down there now. Oh, it's running. It is running. It's running bad, but it's running. Woo! Eugene, you're the man. Magic touch right here. Gave it like a 3-minute rest and it fires up. Nice. Are you giving it throttle or no?
Not seeing the gas though.
Okay. It's not doing anything? Okay. Whatever. It runs. I spoke too soon. We got it running. It was a stop lamp switch. A paper clip. We fixed it with a paper clip so far. That's enough for me to get the car, right, Joe? You're not changing your mind.
That's good
on me,
enough,
right?
man. That was impressive.
All right. Let's do it again. Okay. That's firing right up. We don't have any smoke coming out, but you can see it's misfiring. The tailpipes are jiggling back and forth. That is the misfire jiggle right there. And no throttle at all, right? No power steering either? Great. The belt is staying on miraculously. Kind of surprised. And there's not even a pulley noise. There's no squeak or anything. It sounds good. Sounds really good. Until it dies. Is it just dying on its own?
Yeah.
You're not doing anything?
No.
Okay. All right.
And nothing's on.
What do you mean nothing's on?
No, like none of the accessories. No radio. No anything.
Huh.
Sorry.
That fires right up. All right, so the first challenge of this video was to get it started. I'm adding another challenge on there, and that is to get it driving, because I really don't want to push it onto the trailer. I did bring an air pump for the tire that's flat over there, but we have to get this to move. Oh, it doesn't even shift out of gear? No. Nothing? Try now.
Here, I could do it like this. Watch
Okay.
out.
Yeah, there we go. All right, we got it to shift out of park. Oh, hold on. You know what? There's one last brick here. Hang on. Oh, there's a couple bricks.
Oh, there's one in the front.
Oh, and there's one in the front. We got bricks all over it. Just try to creep back. We're not going crazy here. It moves. It moves. It moves. Put it back in the park. No, it won't come out.
No.
Okay, I pulled the stop lamp switch thing out. That's probably it. No power steering.
Right.
Darn.
I
Okay.
would assume it's electric probably in this car. That's why it's not on.
Yeah.
All the electric.
Yeah. Trying to see if this has an electric power steering rack, and I think it does. All right, so the engine's smoothed out. It's actually running really nice, but it's as if the car doesn't know it's running. Literally nothing works. So the windows don't work. None of this stuff works. We can't shift out of park unless we jam something here into the shift lock. It's got no power steering, bunch of lights on. Turn signals don't work. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It could be some kind of maxi fuse or something's blown for a module, so I'll start looking around for fuses as well. But right now, I really just want to get at least one new battery in one of these keys. Technically, you know, it'll start up if you hold a dead key fob up by the push start button, but just wondering if these things are just going in and out of connectivity, so maybe the car thinks we're trying to steal it right now. I'm not really sure. So let's go get a battery and see if that fixes something. All right, we went to Walgreens, picked up some batteries. I want to see if this is part of our issue. So 12 bucks in batteries, not a bad investment considering we got it started with a paperclip. And I'm gonna make my F-150 useful in this video somehow, some way, and use the key here. I won't even do that. It's too fat. This F-150 is useless. All right. Key fob number 1. It's beeping. That's good. There we go. All right, let's see.
All the lights are still on?
Yeah, no power steering again. No windows again. Darn. We can start looking for fuses. That's the next step. We'll leave it running for a bit. All right, so it needs the jumper. Darn. That could be a battery alternator issue. Let's see what this alternator's putting out. Oh yeah. Alternator, not working. 10 volts, 10 volts. That'll definitely do it. So the electronic system's not gonna function properly on 10 volts. It's just totally freaking out right now. So there were some mouse droppings here. It's possible a wire got chewed through. And I just wanna take a look at whatever I can take a look at. Oh. Back to me. It's that jumper pack is dying, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Now it's back. It's charging though. It's better than before. Let's just see.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
running off this thing.
It's completely running off of this. Man, this is the battery you replaced, Joe, like 3 months ago? This battery could be bad. It could be totally throwing off the whole electrical system right now. It might be worth a try to put a battery in this thing again. All right, so we've had this thing running for a very long time. The battery's at 1 volt. So there is a good possibility that there is an issue with this AC Delco battery. Wouldn't be the first time I see a problem with an AC Delco. And that could be throwing the whole system off. It's definitely worth it. I think we're gonna go swap this battery and see if this thing totally comes back to life. Cross my fingers. All right, we got a brand new AC Delco battery. Swapped it out, no problem. All right. In case you guys are wondering with the background noise here, we got some sheep and some chickens. We're at a farm. Barn find, Lexus. I don't know. I don't know. Probably should have checked this when we got the battery from the guy. 12 and a half. That's much better than 1. All right. According to the internet, we have to lock it and leave it parked for 5 minutes after a battery replacement. No idea why. It seems a little weird to me, but we're gonna do it and hope for the best. I don't know. All right, so it's been 5 minutes. So according to the internet, we're gonna unlock this car and then take this manual blade key out, and we're gonna lock and unlock 3 times. Take that out. Now we should be good. I think I have to use this key to get in. Okay. Nothing. Oh, it says to press brake. Okay, hang on. My thing probably popped out. All right, Joe, hit it. There we go. It turned green. Okay. I didn't have a good contact. Darn. Still got nothing. Let's go check that alternator. Yeah, it's not good. No, it should be like 14 right now. Could actually have an alternator problem. Joe, can you give it a little bit of throttle? It probably won't do much, but we'll see if it raises at all. That doesn't do anything. That alternator. Well, before this thing dies on us, it's running right off of the battery. We better get it on the trailer because I don't think we're going to be able to fix this alternator problem right here. But at least we'll be able to use the shift interlock switch to get this to roll onto the trailer. And we got a little bit of throttle, so I'm hoping we don't have to do that much pushing. They got an air compressor here at the barn, so I'm filling it up. I'm really hoping this one will fill up. And yeah, that's not good. I'm going to venture to say the accident was on this side. I should be able to look this up and see what this guy looked like a few years ago when it was wrecked. All right, so we got to get this thing out of gear. Luckily, these are easy to do. Push this guy down. Still running.
Wow.
A little more. There it is.
Here, Joe. These are yours. Here you go, buddy.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
You want this Xbox game? Oh yeah, I should probably shut this off. Here, take your Xbox game. It's only $6.99. Whew. Not bad.
All right, so I was telling Alex, it's pretty funny. I was actually trying to sell this car at one point. Had a few people come out here with their mechanics, and they took a look at it, and they weren't even able to get this thing cranking. It's funny, Alex came out here with a paper clip from the back of his phone, and I got it cranking. We threw in a new battery, and the thing was driving. So big thank you to Alex. Make sure you guys thumb up this video.
All right, the Lexus is all loaded up on the U-Haul trailer. See this Toyota sagging? I don't think the F-150 would have done that, but you know, U-Haul rules, I guess. So we're gonna head back to Legit Street Quarters, where I'm gonna show you 2 more abandoned Lexuses in my own parking lot. Very weird coincidence. Just hang on. All right, Joe, we're out, man. Thank you very much for the car.
Yes,
You're gonna come check on it though, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you back on the road hopefully soon.
We'll get this running and we'll give it away to somebody.
Let's do it.
All right, so we got this rear bumper here. Fixed. Look at that, done. It'll never come loose again. Oh, wait a minute. A little super glue will help that out. So I don't have the lifts installed yet at the garage, so I just wanted to take a quick look. Is it the original muffler? It says Toyota on it. Might be the original exhaust altogether. It's got catalytic converters. Everything seems intact. Aside from the rust on the quarter, it seems pretty straight and solid. The paint isn't horrible. A lot of it will buff out. We have some bumper work to do. And just looking under here, the frame rails. No crazy leaks either. Nothing's dripping at all. Only 114,000 miles, so this thing is just barely broken in. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. All right, we're gonna try and drive this thing right off. All right, there we go. Oil maintenance required soon. It hasn't said that yet before. Still no throttle, no window switches, and I can't go into drive or reverse. All right, I'm off the trailer. Watch what happens when I go to drive. The whole car just shakes. It just bangs into gear. Oh, no power steering. And we have no throttle. We're going up a little bit of an incline. Luckily, we're at 1,000 RPM, and it's able to do it, but I have absolutely nothing. I can just floor it all the way. It does nothing. And here we are. Abandoned Lexus number 1, abandoned Lexus number 2, and abandoned Lexus number 3. Let's just park right next to it. Oh wait, my bad. This is a 4Runner. It's not a Lexus. This is his Lexus. So these two were owned by the same guy. This one has been abandoned. This one has been abandoned. And supposedly this one only has like 50,000 miles on it. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look too bad, especially if it was a Chicago car. It's not all rusted out. It's locked right now. Digital cluster, so we can't check the mileage. But yeah, eventually I'm going to talk to this guy and see if he's okay with me trying to resurrect these. The license plate there is from 2014, so it hasn't been on the road for a very, very long time. But nonetheless, now we have a very nice Toyota and Lexus abandoned lineup. The LS 400, we have our 4Runner, and now the IS 250. But mine runs. I found the little handle trim piece inside of the car. So there we go, fixed. I'm sure that'll stay right there too. And that'll do it for today's video. We got the Lexus started, so it is now mine, my problem. I gotta do a lot of repairs on this, figure out its electrical gremlins, but I'm confident we can get this IS 250 sorted on a super budget, and then we're gonna give it away to someone in need once it's fixed up and cleaned up as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, share the video, subscribe if you're new, and most importantly, have an awesome day. I'll see all of you in the next video.